You're certainly not going to like me after this forecast, and it's not so much any rainfall. This is the problem. Okay, let's go back this week. Okay, we're going to look back for the first week, full week of May that we just went through, and look at our morning lows. A 56 on Wednesday, a 54 on Friday, 58 on Saturday. Just wonderful mornings the past week. We've really had very nice temperatures, but now let's throw some statistics on here, and usually statistics don't lie. Once we get after May 15th, how many nights have we seen with lows in the 50s between May and August? Between May 15th and all the way through August, well, look, yeah, they don't lie. 2012, not one night, all the way through September. 2013, not one night. In 2014, we had 2 nights that got into the 50s. One was actually a 45 on May 15th, and then last year, not one night. So you get the drift. It looks like we're about to head for no 50-degree temperatures until next fall, unfortunately. And here's why. We're already starting to bring the soupy air mass in from the Gulf of Mexico. That dew point quickly coming up. It's been in the 40s and 50s all week long, now up to 63. We're going to be in the 70s as we head into tomorrow. And look at our overnight temperatures. They're not falling. Lake Charles sitting at 72 degrees, 73 still in Sulphur. Yeah, a bit cooler on the east side of town at Chenault at 69 degrees. But like I said, you're not going to like me, and it's not so much from the rain because Storm Vision HC, it's relatively quiet. This is just the moisture coming back. That's all that green showing up. Can't rule out an overnight sprinkle, but as we look at the big picture, you see there's thunderstorms. They're not too far away across the Dallas area, back into central Texas. But I want to draw your attention to where are these storms moving? They're moving to our north. They're really not progressing eastward any. They're sort of staying to our north, and that is going to be the story as we go throughout this week. Why do we not see temperatures in the 50s? Because we don't see any more fronts making it down to the Gulf Coast, and that's the pattern that we're starting to set up across the region. You see this big upper-level storm system spinning about, but watch what happens. You see this swirl? Look where it's going. It's going north. It's not coming closer to us. It's actually sliding into the plains. That's going to generate multiple days of, say, severe weather outbreaks for them. It's going to drag boundaries our way, but those boundaries are just not going to be strong enough to really produce any major rainfall across the region. As we go through the overnight hours tonight, lots of clouds around, maybe a sprinkle, but your morning drive should be just fine on your Monday. Tomorrow, you're going to notice the southerly winds. They're really going to start to howl. We actually have a wind advisory up for the day on Monday, but what happens with our rain chances? I do put in a 30% chance of rain, but I'm very skeptical about that. I think most of that's going to be just to our north. Notice how it's bringing these, say, scattered storms across northern Louisiana. Some of those could be severe, but there's not much. Once you get to the tail end of that, there's a few across eastern Texas. I say 30%. That's mainly from Vernon Parish northward. Most of southwest Louisiana, I think on Monday, probably going to stay relatively dry. It's going to be windy, it's going to be cloudy, and it's going to be warm, but not as warm as when we get into Tuesday, because then we basically wash out that boundary. We have a southerly wind still going middle 80s as we go into Tuesday, and Wednesday middle 80s again. The heat's really going to start to build as we go throughout the work week, and then it looks like maybe by Thursday that's going to be a better shot of rain. Here's that 7-day forecast, and this is how it plays out. Again, that 30%, I'm being very skeptical of that. Most of that's going to be north of us, but Tuesday and Wednesday look relatively dry. Can't rule out a shower. We're in that summertime pattern at this point. 85, but feeling like the lower 90s because of the humidity Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday, I think, is your best shot of rain this week. That's going to be more of a scattered rain type day. Not going to be a total washout, but we'll see some scattered downpours around the region. And then going into next weekend, it looks like the warmth, and I think I can start to say the heat rather than the warmth because it's coming with the humidity.
They're creeping up there, those